Hi students, I am Madhukar Sopin, Department of Chemistry, Vijayanagar College, Hospet. Now we will start the part 3 from colligative properties. In the part 1 we have discussed about the two important colligative properties. The first one, relative lowering of vapor pressure. Second, elevation boiling point, and some relationships we have discussed in the first part. In the second part it is continued, and the next third colligative property we have discussed, that is depression freezing point and some relations. Now in the part 3 we will discuss abnormal colligative properties and Van 't Hoff factor. Then for dilute ideal solutions, generally the experimental value of colligative property and theoretical value of this colligative property is almost same. For dilute solutions, experimental value of colligative property, we will call this shortly colligative properties as CV, is almost same as theoretical colligative property. But the solutions of certain substances like salts, acids or bases in water, or acetic acid in benzene or benzoic acid in benzene, the experimental value differs considerably from calculated value. Such solutions are called abnormal solutions, and such properties are called abnormal colligative properties. Now we are discussing this abnormal colligative properties, and in these cases these will give the abnormal molar mass. Then what is the cause of abnormal molar mass? We have to study now. The cause of abnormal molar mass is due to the two important factors. The first one due to dissociation or association of solute in solvent like water, or solute molecules in solution. You can write this as that is what I have told now. Certain substances like salts, acids or bases in water or acetic acid in benzene, the experimental value is considerably different from the theoretical value. So we are giving that we are having abnormal molar mass. The cause of this, the reason for this is it is due to the dissociation or association of solute particles or solute molecules in solution. Then we have to define that what is the abnormal molecular mass or molar mass. So definition of abnormal molecular or molar mass. The molar mass determined by colligative properties is found to be lower or higher than the expected or normal molecular mass is called abnormal molecular mass. That is, the molecular mass or molar mass determined by colligative properties is found to be lower, sometimes higher than the normal molecular mass. Is known as abnormal molecular mass or molar mass. Then we have to study what is the change is taking place in the association and what is the change is taking place in the dissociation. So in the case of association, what will happen, and in the case of dissociation of the solid, what will happen? By taking examples, we can discuss this one. The first is association. The molecules like acetic acid, benzoic acid, dimerizes, that is two molecules join together to form a dimer. That process is known as association, and in this association there is a decrease in number of the species or particles. The first thing. Next, there is a decrease in the value of collective property. So here the experimental value of molar mass is higher than experimental value of this molar mass is higher than the normal value. This is because already we have explained the relationships between the different collective properties with the molar mass. In all those cases, those values of collective properties are inversely proportional to the molar masses. So because of this, there is a higher value of this experimental value compared to the normal value. The reason is because of this molar mass is inversely proportional to value of collective property. For this, I will take the example: two molecules of acetic acid. Another name for acetic acid is ethanoic acid. Here 2 moles are there. Dimerizes to give CH3COH twice. So this is the dimer. Two molecules are joined, so it is the dimer. So we are getting now only 1 mole. Only 1 mole is here. We are taking 2 moles here. It is due to the dimerization. So in this case, for example, the experimental value for the depression freezing point is 118 compared to the normal value 60. Normal value of this molar mass is 60, but experimentally it is found that the freezing point is concerned, the molecular mass is calculated using some formula. It is found to be 118, almost equal to 120. It is half the value of this 60. So take another example also. Two molecules of benzoic acid, again same, dimerizes to form C6H5 COH twice. So it is also a dimer. Both these reactions are taking place in the presence of benzene. Both these molecules, acetic acid and the benzoic acid, giving the dimers in the presence of benzene. So in these cases 2 moles are taken, but we are getting only 1 mole. So this is the association of molecules is taking place here, associated to give the dimer. So in this case, the experimental value of this molar mass is always higher than the normal value. So this is about the association. Then we will discuss the dissociation now. So in this dissociation, there is an increase in the value of the or number of species or particles there is an increase in the value of the colligative properties. But experimental value of molar mass here in the case of dissociation is always lower than the normal value. This is again because of, as I told that previously, molar mass is inversely proportional to the value of colligative property. For this again we take a simple example. Solubility of potassium chloride with the formula KCl in water. What will happen here? We will see this potassium chloride in the aqueous solution splits into two ions, K plus in the aqueous medium plus Cl minus in the aqueous medium. Here we are taking only 1 mole, but it is giving 1 plus 1 totally 2 moles. It is due to the dissociation. Number of particles are increasing. So here I have written increase in the number of species. Due to this increase in the number of species, there is an increase in the value of the colligative property also. And but experimental value of this molar mass is always less than or lower than the normal value because of the excess or increase in the number of species. So by using this, just I will give that example. Boiling point is concerned, you are having the value 0.52, a constant value Kb, molar elevation constant, and 2 particles are formed here. So 2 into 0.52, we are getting almost is equal to 1.04 Kelvin. That means there is an increase in the value of this colligative property because of the increase in the number of species. To account this extent of association or dissociation, either association or dissociation, the scientist Van 't Hoff introduced the factor called Van 't Hoff factor. To discuss this Van 't Hoff factor, so we have to know that the definition of Van 't Hoff factor or what is meant by Van 't Hoff factor. It is the ratio of the two terms observed or experimental value of colligative property to the normal or calculated value of colligative property. So this we can write it as I is equal to observed colligative property divided by normal, or you can say that calculated colligative property, or you can write this as in the another form, normal or calculated molar mass divided by abnormal, the opposite word for this is abnormal, or observed molar mass. It is, now see the change between these two ratios. Here observed colligative property to the normal colligative property. Because of the reciprocal nature of this which is molar mass, this we can define as I is equal to normal or calculated molar mass to the abnormal or observed molar mass. You can write this in the another form also, observed or actual number of species to the theoretical or we can write this as experimental number of species. So this is another definition for the Venta factor. See, small corrections there. The third ratio is the observed or actual number of species divided by theoretical or expected, not experimental, expected number of species. This is the third ratio for this Venta factor. Now we discuss uses of periodic properties in the determination of dissociation or association. In this we will discuss the first one. What is the relation between the degree of association and Venta factor? For this I will consider the molecule Na gives rise to An. Here we are taking n number of molecules of A, associates or joined, combined to form the A n times. So initially in this case, for example, 1 mole is there is no formation of products, it is 0 moles, but at equilibrium, what will happen? If alpha is the degree of association, then remaining quantity is initially 1, so 1 minus alpha moles are present after association, and we are having on product side alpha divided by n. Total number of molecules are n and alpha moles are associates. You can calculate total number of moles unassociated now. Total number of moles unassociated is equal to 1 minus alpha. It is before association, implement unassociated molecules. Then total number of molecules associated after association is equal to alpha by n. This is alpha by n. Now we can calculate effective moles in solution. Or you can have this as total number of moles after association and before association. You can calculate this by using this sum of all values 1 minus alpha plus alpha divided by n. You can simplify this in this divided by number of moles. Initially you are taking 1, so you can simplify this by taking as 1 minus alpha plus alpha divided by n. So this is the effective moles in solution or total number of moles before and after association. Then we can calculate the value I. I is equal to what I have taken 1 minus alpha plus alpha by n. You can simplify this. I will take alpha is the both terms is a common factor. Alpha is taken outside, so 1 by n minus 1. This is I is equal to, or you can write this as I minus 1 is equal to alpha into 1 by n minus 1, or you can calculate this alpha is equal to I minus 1 divided by 1 by n minus 1. So this is the important factor called degree of association. Alpha is equal to I minus 1 divided by 1 minus n minus 1. I is the Venta factor, n is total number of moles present in this system, so alpha is the degree of association. This is about the association. Then we will discuss the relation between degree of dissociation and Venta. Now we have studied the second relation between degree of dissociation and Venta factor. Here we have to consider the electrolyte AXBY dissociates to give X moles of A Y plus ions and Y moles of B X minus ions, and initially the concentration of this is taken as the C moles. There is no formation of products here, both are 0. At equilibrium, if alpha is the degree of dissociation, so remaining quantity is C into 1 minus alpha. Alpha mole dissociates within C X alpha and C Y alpha. Cx alpha moles of this x y plus s and Cy alpha moles of y bx plus s are formed at equilibrium. You can calculate the total number of moles at equilibrium. Directly Cx alpha, and you can take this one C into 1 minus alpha first plus Cx alpha plus Cy alpha. In all these cases, C is a common factor, and take this C common factor 1 minus alpha plus x alpha plus y alpha. Again, in this alpha is a common factor, so we can take this C into 1 minus alpha is a common factor 1 plus x plus y. These are the total number of moles at equilibrium. You can calculate the value of this I here. I told that I is equal to observed number of moles divided by theoretical number of moles. Is equal to C into 1 minus alpha into 1 plus x plus y divided by theoretical number of moles in this case are again only C moles. So C gets cancelled. So I is equal to 1 minus alpha into 1 plus x plus y. I will take this one this side. So I minus 1 is equal to, and I will make the some corrections here. It is becoming a plus quantity here. So we are making that correction here. I minus 1 is equal to alpha into x plus y, and it is minus 1. Then we have to calculate the alpha now. Alpha is equal to I minus 1 divided by x plus y plus 1. So from this also can calculate the degree of dissociation like this. So we make some corrections here. Alpha into minus 1 plus x plus y. So can take this as 1 plus alpha into minus 1 x plus y, or you can take this as minus 1 plus x plus y is nothing but alpha into x plus y. I will take this as minus 1 here. So it is becoming degree of dissociation as alpha is equal to I minus 1 divided by x plus y plus 1. This is the degree of dissociation. We will discuss some notes here for association, for dissociation, and for the value of I is equal to 1. The first is for association. Alpha is equal to I minus 1 divided by 1 by n minus 1. If association is complete, the alpha is equal to 1. Number of moles taken completely associated. So alpha in that case is equal to 1. In that case, it is becoming 1 is equal to I minus 1 by minus 1 by n minus 1. We take this 1 by n minus 1 is equal to I minus 1. So simplify this one. Minus 1 gets cancelled. So I is equal to 1 by n. This is for the association which is completed. Then, for example, if alpha is equal to 0, in that case what will happen? 0 is equal to I minus 1 divided by 1 by n minus 1. 1 by n minus 1 multiplied with 0, completely 0. So I minus 1 is equal to 0, or I is equal to 1. That means in that case there is no any association takes place, or no association occurs. When this is takes place, when this alpha is equal to 0, that is degree of association is equal to 0, in that case I is equal to 1 indicates there is no any association occurs. Then we will discuss the second factor for dissociation. The factor for this is alpha is equal to I minus 1 divided by x plus y minus 1. If a dissociation is complete, that is alpha is equal to 1, therefore 1 is equal to I minus 1 divided by x plus y minus 1, or x plus y minus 1 due to the cross multiplication is equal to I minus 1 minus 1 gets cancelled. So this I is equal to x plus y. So this is for the dissociation is complete. For example, if alpha is equal to 0 in that case, so it is becoming 0 is equal to I minus 1 divided by x plus y minus 1. This denominator factor when multiplied with 0 completely becomes 0. So 0 is equal to I minus 1, or can write this again I is equal to 1. In both the cases the I is equal to 1 indicates that there is no any association or dissociation occurs. Generally, if I will take this A, I is equal to 1, already we have discussed this is the association, dissociation. So solid does not associate or dissociate in solution. Then examples coming under this, usually non-electrolytes. Non-electrolytes examples are urea, which will not associate or dissociate, glucose, sucrose, the sugar. So these are the examples for the molecules which are not undergo association or dissociation. Now we will take the second one, B. If I is greater than 1, indicates solute undergo dissociation. Usually examples coming under electrolytes. Example already we have discussed about this one. KCl in the aqueous medium dissociates to A, K plus and Cl minus. In this case the number of moles we can calculate, and it is found to be I is equal to observed number of moles divided by theoretical number of moles is equal to observed number of moles are 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, theoretical number of moles are only 1 mole, so 2 by 1 is equal to 2, indicates that I is equal to 2 means I is greater than 2, I is greater than 1. So this is about the dissociation. Then for association, if I is less than 1, solute undergo association. Again electrolytes are the examples for this, but these are weak electrolytes. Example CH3COOH, we are taking 2 moles in the presence of benzene medium, associates to give CH3COOH twice, a dimer is formed here. I is again calculated using the previous formula. Observed number of moles in this case is found to be 1 divided by theoretical number of moles are 2, so it is 0.5, that is I is in this case less than 1. So this is for the sick. Last relationship we have to discuss now. I is equal to, in terms of different periodic properties in the form of ratios, delta TB observed divided by delta TB calculated, delta TF observed by delta TF calculated, delta P divided by P naught observed, delta P naught calculated. This is elevation value point, depression freezing point, relative lowering of vapor pressure, and in terms of molecular masses. But because of the reciprocal relationship here, M calculated divided by M observed. So by using all these notes and all the explanations, we will solve some problems related to this. So a solute of 0.3 gram of benzoic acid in 20 gram of benzene freezes at 0.317 degrees Celsius below the freezing point of the solvent. Calculate the degree of association of benzoic acid, assuming that the acid benzoic acid exists as a dimer. K value, molar elevation constant is equal to 5.1 Kelvin per kg per mole. Given quantities we write here Kf is equal to 5.1 Kelvin kg per mole. Then W2, mass of the solute 0.3 gram, mass of the solvent 20 gram. Solvent in this case is benzene, solute is benzoic acid. So delta Tf we have to calculate now. Then molecular weight of benzoic acid by using this formula can calculate, and it is found to be 72 plus 5 plus 12 plus 16 plus 16 plus 1, it is found to be 122. The formula is delta Tf calculated. We are calculating now. Formula is Tf into 1000 W2 divided by M2 W1, and 5.1 into 1000 into W2 is 0.3 divided by M2 is 122. We have calculated here by 20, and it is found to be delta Tf calculated by simplification we get 0.627 degrees Celsius. And in the problem it is given delta Tf observed value is given, it is as 0.317 degree Celsius given value. So the reaction is dimerization. C6H2SiOH dimerizes in the presence of benzene to give C6H5COH twice. So this is the benzoic acid and it is a dimer. I is equal to the formula already we have established here, delta Tf observed divided by delta Tf calculated is equal to 0.317 divided by 0.627 is equal to 0.505. It is found that I is less than 1. So if it is less than 1, it indicates the reaction is taking place in this is association. Finally, we can calculate the alpha value here by using the formula. Alpha means degree of association. We know that alpha is equal to I minus 1 by n minus 1. Given quantities we have to write here. I we have calculated already 0.505. N is equal to half mole. Twice means half mole. Alpha we are going to calculate. So by putting the values, I value 0.505 minus 1 by 1 by 2 minus 1, and it is equal to minus 0.495 divided by minus 0.5. By simplification we get the 0.99. Alpha is equal to 0.99, but alpha is always calculated in terms of percentage. We have to multiply this with the 100, we will get the 99%. That means 99% is the degree of association of benzoic acid. In this way we can calculate any value by using these data. Thank you and all.